Hello. I'm so sorry I'm late, you guys. Oh my gosh. I was running and running. It took forever at the pharmacy for people to I don't know, rush it. I was like, how's everyone? Hi, Angel. Hi, Mary. Hi, Heather. We have our guest waiting already. Hey, Monica. Oh my gosh, you made it to the comments. Hi, Deb. Hi, Heather. Um, we have Cindy waiting, so we'll do quick introductions. So I hope I didn't lose that many people. It shows that I have only 2 people here, so I'm so sorry, you guys. I wanted to come here earlier. Hi, Anne. And then they told me some of my meds were ready. Hi, Jesse. And I thought I had this stupid thought of like, oh, why don't we just run before the live to the pharmacy and see if I don't have to go tomorrow, So anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. We have the Wordy traveler with us today, so I'm gonna bring her in. Hi, Susan. So I don't want to have her waiting in the wait room, kind of. Hey, Mary. Thanks so much for joining, guys. What do you guys say? And we bring our lovely guest. Kind of wanted to wait until there's more people, but I know it was a little late, so lights are weird. Look okay. Okay. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I heard about your travels to the pharmacy.
I know. I'm sorry. That doesn't actually happen, but I was inside all day, and sometimes I go out earlier, and when you're like, I need to do like a little run.
Yeah. No, it seems like traffic is worse. We just opened up literally on the 2nd, and I'm having to readjust because of opening up traffic. Everything is now just packed. Yeah. So I completely understand.
Yeah, we got used to it being empty, right? And now it's like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah. Oh, normal crowds. Okay, here we go.
Your hair looks so pretty. You cut your hair from the picture that you sent me.
I did. Once again, it's that post-COVID, it got so long, and then I went to the hairdresser just kind of like, it's been a year, just cut it off. And now I'm like, oh, wait a minute, where did it all go? You put the big glob of shampoo on, and you're like, oh no, what do I do?
Yeah. It looks great. I have mine is long too, and I start to get like those little tangles that turn into like dreadlocks, and I was just trying to get him out. Like, oh, I can't rock that short hair like you, but it looks too cute. I did actually had it short one time like that.
This is as short as I go, so if I look any shorter, it's not pretty. This is it.
And where are you located?
We're actually in Cleveland, Ohio. So we're up by the lake. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Are they open? So you're saying they're opening everything now? It's kind of more open.
Yeah. We opened up on literally yesterday. Was the day the orders got rescinded. We've been in hard lockdown since April.
Oh wow. Yeah, California was kind of like that too a little bit. I saw some other states that were more open and people going places, but California's been a little close too. Some places are not open, like kids places, like trampoline parks and all that, like it's still closed.
Yeah.
But well, introduce yourself to our crowd. I know they know who you are, but I'd love for you to say a little bit about your box and everything.
Yeah. Well, hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. And my name's Cindy Nichols, and I am the founder of the Wordy Traveler. And I know many of you probably would follow Laughing Without an Accent, and you have seen Laughing with an Accent, and you have seen Lucia promote the box and go through the box. But what we are is we are a travel book club. But one of the great things is our whole focus is not just the books, which is phenomenal, and not just the traveling, which is incredible. And hopefully we'll start to do it here soon, but to really use it as a tool to give back to the places and the people that we feature. And so we wanted to make sure that everything we did, number one, valued our subscribers, great books, great art, great tea, and now coffee, but also then to use our profits and to use the companies we feature to help them to be able to employ people with fair wages, and then to also give back to the charities of the area.
And how did it all start? How did you think about this subscription?
Well, my background is a travel photographer, so that's what I
Oh,
did for many, many years. Actually, that's a piece of mine right there
yeah.
for Baltimore, when I was on assignment in Baltimore. But literally, it was a cold winter Ohio day. I wasn't on assignment, and I was looking to join a book club. And I naturally, because that's was my profession at the time, I like to learn about other countries and cities and people. And so I went on to find one, and there was none available. There were a lot of great ones, just nothing in that genre. And so my husband goes, "Well, why don't you start one?" I'm like, "Okay, sure. Let's just start a website." And I thought about it a little bit more, and it was really intriguing to me because I thought, if I was going to to shop from a company like this, what would I want? And that was really fun, just kind of really creating a product that I would want to be a consumer of, but also then a product that I would be proud to be a part of as the team behind it. And that's how the Wordy Traveler got started.
And what was the first box? What destination was it?
It was actually South America. So it was turn right at Machu Picchu. Oh, let me remember that it started in 2017. So my memory, but I know that the one book was Turn Right at Machu Picchu. And I have the list. It's in my head, but I know it was that one because that's one of my favorite travel books of all time.
Which was the name again? I'm sorry.
Turn Right at Machu Picchu by Mark Adams. It's a phenomenal book. And we are really excited because Machu Picchu has been on my bucket list forever. And my husband and I have never gone. And just recently, okay, it's promo time, we have started partnering with Adventures by Disney. They actually contacted us. And I was like, Disney, it's not really our customer.
Yeah.
I had Mickey Mouse and Cinderella. Yeah. We're all awesome. I mean, I love Belle. Yeah. I love to read. So, but really what it is it's really a travel. It's not Mickey. It's not Disney princesses or anything. It is just literally their name putting together phenomenal trips for people.
Wow.
And so, we are excited that we're partnering with them, and they're actually going to do a Wordy Traveler trip to Peru next August.
Wow.
Really excited about that. And I'm going to go on it. My husband, I'm like, yes, we're going. Great. I'm excited to see the destination that I've read about for so long. But Turn Right at Machu Picchu was about actually the discovery of Machu Picchu and everything they had to go through. And it's just amazing in today's day of LiDAR and maps and, everything in our phone, how they went out and just went into jungle for months at a time.
Yeah. So is in August this trip?
August of 2022.
And anyone can join?
Anyone can join. We are not profiting from it. I just want to let people know that there's no profit for the Wordy Traveler. We're just partnering with them, putting our name behind it, and offering it to our subscribers or non-subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, you can still join us. But what's really great is because of Disney, they can do a lot of things that regular that you can't really do on your own, or even you couldn't do if you went with someone else. Like, for example, not only were we going to Machu Picchu, which most people do, you go and you see the famous photo of standing on top and overlooking it and the llamas. Yeah. They're actually, because of the Disney name, you're allowed to go in, which is really phenomenal. It's something you don't normally get to do. And they have, you're staying at the Soli Luna, which is like one of the top 10 hotels in the world, which is right there in Sacred Valley. And, one of the activities is you can like horseback ride through the villages. I mean, it's just going to be really. I love
horseback riding.
I know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you get to go to the villages and, talk to the villagers and really just experience the culture of it. So it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Sounds like I wanna go too. I'm gonna tell my husband.
Help you. We'd have so much fun.
Yeah, and we're from Argentina, so it's kind of close. Like a lot of some friends of mine have been there. I haven't been there, which and sometimes when we plan with my husband, we've been kind of thinking, should we make a stop like there? So eventually, if we ever visit again Argentina, like we're going in December, but we want to make a point of going there too because it's beautiful. We've seen pictures and learn about it in school. Growing up. So, and what was your favorite box of all the ones that you curated?
It's hard because I'm always like, oh, this box, because, we kind of get used to a box because
Yeah.
we're seasonal. So it's one box
Yeah.
every 3 months. And you can either choose between, we have now opened up more selection, 1 book, 2 book, 3 book, or 6 books.
Oh,
And
wow.
you can choose fiction, nonfiction, or a combination of both. So right now I'm really loving our current box, which is Egypt, because as a kid, my parents were obsessed with Egypt. My dad's best friend actually was a contractor over, in Iraq for a long time. I'm sorry, not Iraq, Saudi Arabia. And then he went into Iraq just recently. But when I was a kid, he was in Saudi Arabia. And then he also spent some time in Egypt as well. And he would send all these gifts, like
Oh
Christmas
my
gifts
God.
and stuff, to me from Egypt. And as a little kid, I mean, that was like the coolest thing ever. Like, you open up the box and there's this wooden trinket or brass lamp. And I was just obsessed with it. So this was one I've been looking forward to doing. And it really is phenomenal. And it is our third box where we're offering both fiction selections and nonfiction selections, or a combination of both. One of the neat things is one of the items in the box is a hand-blown perfume bottle from a company in Egypt that actually
Wow.
helps employ women. So, which is, it's middle, it's an Arabic country. And it's really exciting that company does that. And they're beautiful. They're all hand blown and hand painted, and no two are alike. And so we have them in our warehouse, and every time they're packing the boxes, you hear the oohs and ahs of like, oh, look at this one. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this one's pretty. Oh, I like this one. We have to check pockets before they leave.
No, I love that. When you open it to fiction, I love that, because I'm more of a fiction writer myself, and sometimes I have to be in a very mood to read nonfiction. I feel like I should read more though, but I always tend to especially now with little kids, we want to read something that is a little bit more light and relaxing and kind of go to bed. So I love when you open it to fiction. I think it's also opening your box to a lot more customers that like to read nonfiction and kind of travel through with the box to different countries.
Absolutely. And you said children. We actually now have an add-on where you can add on a Read With Me book.
Oh, really?
Is for about grade ages, I think 8 through 12 are usually the volumes we pick. But so that's really fun too. So you can read, your selection, and then you have one for your children too. And you can.
That's a great idea, especially being destinations where the kids, learn about different countries and places and different things. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we were really excited. That was actually an idea from one of our subscribers, and we were excited for all the great ideas that everyone sends us, and we try our best to implement what we can.
How did you choose the colors of your subscription?
Well, it's really funny. So the first thing I chose was the elephant.
Yeah.
And in my family, elephants just have a really phenomenal, it's just kind of our family symbol. My great times 8 grandfather collected elephants. Oh. And he had thousands of elephants from all over the world when he traveled. And they've kind of been split up among family members. But as a little kid, my dad had his, inherited elephants on the shelf, and they tell the stories of oh, this one's from India, and this one's from Nepal, and this one's from England, and it's just fascinating to look at those elephants and just think about where they came from. And there were some jade ones and hand-painted ceramic ones, and so I knew I wanted the elephant, because to me that was always what those elephants piqued my curiosity about the world when I was really little. And then the colors, I just wanted something that was comforting and soothing. So for me, that's always the grays and the creams and the taupes.
Yeah, I love that. That is a very unique gray, kind of with purple. The one that I used to use a tissue paper, and it was so beautiful, a very unique color, because it was a gray or a purple. I don't know, it was really pretty.
Thank you. Well, you noticed that. I'm so glad. You think about all these details when starting business. It's so overwhelming, because you have to have the logo and the colors, and then when you start working with marketing people, which we just have started recently, and they're like, "What's your color scheme?" and what's the Pantone colors you use? And it's so overwhelming, because you're like, it's just my favorite color. I don't know. But it's really neat that you noticed that. Thank you.
Yeah, so pretty. I know. I always notice like, oh my gosh, the tissue paper is like so unique. And did you have that? Did you have that made especially for the
We
box?
didn't, but there are suppliers out there when you get these, supply quotes, you're going through 5 pages of different tissue papers. And so that was
Yeah.
just the one that I was like, oh, that goes with what we're
Oh,
doing.
okay, good, good. They had it there. And let's see. So it seems like you come from a family of travelers.
I do. I was very thankful. Obviously, I grew up here in the States, not Argentina. But so I do have more, I do have that American upbringing, Midwest upbringing. But my parents traveled when I was a kid, and they also sent me to school over in Europe
Oh,
when I was a teenager. And so it really kind of opened up my eyes to really the world. You
yeah,
only see this little bit here, which is a great bit, but
yeah,
there's a whole world out there that is entirely different. And it really instilled with me, an appreciation of obviously where I live, but it
yeah,
also showed me, it educated me, it opened me up to new experiences and new people. It taught me how to um, look at everyone as unique and as a valuable human being and interacting with them. And it really just transformed, I think, my outlook on life. And I really applaud my mom and dad for being that forward thinking, especially growing up in the Midwest where,
yeah.
yeah, I grew up
Everyone kind of stays
I
there,
grew up
right?
in Cleveland. It was a very small town called Greene.
Oh,
And literally, it was like a high school class of 100. So, there were so many people I grew up with that their parents had never left where I grew up. So, for my parents to have that kind of thought process of, she needs to see other things was really phenomenal.
yeah. I actually haven't traveled. I always say this, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I haven't traveled that many places. I came here when I was 23, and then actually went around Argentina a lot. I went to Chile, Uruguay, but that's it. The U.S. That's it.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. I feel like it's coming in the future. It's gonna be something that maybe me and my husband do. In 5 years maybe. He's in school, back to school, so it's a time, for different time. But well, we're going. We've been to Argentina since I moved 4 times, so that's kind of nice. And then we're going in December. When you have family like in another country, sometimes if you can do one trip, sometimes you do with family. So that's the thing. And I did go around Argentina as well with him. We went to different places. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to explore more. And my parents, it's funny that you said that. My parents always raised us to be kind of like to fly in a way. Like my mom always said, I'm open for you guys to live in other countries. We kind of grew up in missions with missionaries and stuff like that. So she always knew that if we, got what we said, like God called us somewhere else, that she was open. She wasn't always like trying to keep us in, under her wing. Like, so we were always like, once I won my green card through the lottery. Thanks to my
Really?
mom, really. She was the one, pushing me. And I was in school and working. So my mind was like worried about the present. And she kind of pushed me to do everything. I did everything kind of like through the motions. And then I got it and I'm like, bye. I'm out. And it was really good. Like you say, you learn that, there's some things, and I'm married to an American. So a lot of the times we have these kind of discussions where like, this is how Americans do it and this is how Argentinians do it. It doesn't mean one is wrong. It's just a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And like, let's say, I don't know, we're more open and we say everything, and Americans bottle everything. Sometimes I'm like, that's so wrong, but it's just a cultural thing.
Yeah.
So I think we can learn a lot and kind of like copy the good things and copy each other if we can. It's hard to change once we
Well,
grow up.
because it doesn't make you fearful of people anymore when you understand the cultural differences.
That's true.
I remember a couple of years was this 2015, I went on assignment to Romania. And right before I was leaving, I was at a big family event, and it was literally a distant family member through multiple marriages. It was like my mom's third cousins, second, like grandchild's husband. So, I mean, pretty much not related, but somehow we're at the same family event. And he came up to me and he was like, "You can't go to Romania." I'm like, "What do you mean I can't go to Romania?" He's like, "You can't go there." I'm like, "Have you been to Romania?" He's like, "No, no." I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with Romania?" He's like, "You'll die." He's like, "Have you not seen this movie?" I'm like, "The movie he mentioned," I'm like, number one, it's fiction. Number one, it's a horror movie, which I don't watch.
The Hostel?
Yes. I am the biggest scaredy cat in the world. Like, I know if I watch a horror movie, I'll be up all week. Like, no.
They got really mad. They got really mad at that movie. The country. Yeah. They said, they did, because they're like, this is not the way we want to be portrayed, you know, because it was terrible. Yeah, that movie made no sense.
So then I'm over there. I'm like, whatever. So I go over there and I was talking to some people I met. I said, "Why don't you come to the United States?" I said, "You can fly to New York and I'll fly to New York and I'll meet you. And I have good friends in New York and we'll come and have a great time and you can see the sights." And they go, "Oh, we couldn't go to New York." I'm like, "Well, why not?" And they're like, "Well, everybody has guns. And there's so many shootings." And
I know.
And, you know, I think about how many people we see. Number one, because of media, we see the worst, which is that much instead of that much of the good.
Yeah.
And we base perceptions on it. And I think that's what's so great about travel and reading.
Yes.
Is it opens up your mind to really the truth that you don't always get. And it takes away the fear of whether it's a place or people or cultures or religions or, you know, whatever it is. It just helps break down that barrier of fear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like with me. Priscilla's in permanently moving to another country does a lot to open your mind too. And I think Priscilla was born here, but her parents are from, and that's true. It kind of changes you in a lot of ways. Like I was telling one of my sisters today, like sometimes I miss who I was before the US because I feel like there is, you know, like there's a lot of change. And I was more naive. I was more, you know, like I was also like under 23. So obviously you grow, you mature, and sometimes in being an adult, it's, you know, like there has a lot of responsibilities. So obviously we miss the one that maybe didn't have that many responsibilities. So there's a lot of going on, but it does change you, puts you, you know, in another situation. Sometimes you have to be more careful about what you say. For example, in the US, I came to LA, and you know, LA people are very particular.
Yeah.
So someone told me, like, if you ever go back, don't leave the US just because of what you saw in LA. Like, go to other places. So you have to adapt and change a lot, and it does change you. Oh, so Priscilla says she moved from Costa Rica when she was 11.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
And she actually got your Egypt box, and she says she's loving it.
Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you for being part of our community. I'm so glad you liked it. You know, you always get scared when people are like, "I got your box." I'm like, you know, 'cause it's kind of like your baby building a business, you know, and you just kind of like, here it is. I hope you love it as much as we do.
And Priscilla, did you get the fiction or nonfiction? I'm curious about the books that you put in the fiction.
We're all anxiously awaiting. You know, it's funny. My brother-in-law, actually, all of my husband's family is from California.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, we go out there a lot. My brother-in-law is strictly a San Franciscan.
Oh.
And you know, God forbid you don't have a microbrewery open at 2 a.m. in the morning. You know, he comes and visits us in Cleveland, which is a city, but you know, it's not like San Francisco, New York, or LA. And he's just like, "What do you guys do?" I'm like, "Well, we just don't drink at 2 a.m. in the morning."
Right, but isn't that you can't serve alcohol past 2?
Well, no, we can, but you know, just San Francisco, you can go get Korean at 3 a.m. You know, there's just so much more there. You can, I mean, Cleveland is an amazing city, and there's so many great restaurants if you're into food, and there's so many fun things to do. But San Francisco is just much bigger and
so beautiful,
much more, has a lot more ethnicity to it, and, you know, a lot of just really neat places.
Yeah. I've been to San Francisco. It's so beautiful. If it wasn't that cold, I would totally move there. Like cold in the winter, I would totally move. But it's so beautiful. Yeah, and it's very eclectic, and the city you can walk to and take public transportation. So that's awesome. Yeah. Tabitha is asking if you ship to Canada.
We do. ship to Canada. I do say check the pricing. Postal Service right now, we do ship USPS International. We actually ship all over the world, and it will calculate the shipping to wherever you are, Canada. I mean, we've actually shipped out to 60 plus countries.
Wow.
Which we have a little map in our offices. I'm at home right now because Eastern time, so it's 8:40 here. We have a little map where we scratch off everywhere we've been, and we've shipped to all of the U.S. states and all of the territories in Canada.
Nice. And you're saying that you go on assignment as a photographer. Who do you work for, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I don't do it anymore. But back in the day, it was freelance, but I worked for various magazines.
Nice.
Hotels, websites. I even did a lot within like the jazz music with different musicians. So it was really fun. And especially when I was younger, my husband is in medicine. So he worked a lot of different shifts.
Yeah.
He actually traveled a lot. And so it was good, but it's kind of nice to actually be at home for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't obviously enjoy COVID for what done to society, but I guess looking at the positive of it, it has given me time to reconnect with home and just reconnect with staying in a place for a bit. And that's actually, it's been kind of Zen-like almost.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like we should bring or look up the positive on every situation. So I know what you mean about that. Even though it is a little bit like a little bit desperate to be I don't know if that's a word, but to be, I feel the same way. I try to find contentment in staying in and not having so many dates or things to do out, because it's gonna happen again and we're gonna be like, oh, this is what we wished for.
Yeah, it's kind of nice just to breathe. I mean, not nice in the sickness and the death.
Right. No, I know what you mean.
The economic impact that it has hurt so many people and businesses, and that's devastating and it's horrible. But once again, just trying to find the positive in the situation.
I wonder if a lot of people, did you see your business grow through COVID? People subscribing more because they were staying more at home?
We did. And, I remember when we locked down last April, I remember sitting with my husband saying, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to make it. And we actually grew throughout it.
That's awesome.
And I think it was just because bookstores were shut down, libraries were shut down. And I hope that we will continue to grow. I hope we were able to show people that we're adding a value. And hopefully that is a value they choose to continue in their lives. Because that's always our focus. The whole focus of the company is adding value to our community. I call our subscribers our community because they do more for me than I think we do for them. And adding value to, for instance, the artists we work with. Having been an artist, I remember starting out as an artist and people be like, oh, can you do this? It will be great publicity. We're not going to pay you.
Right.
But publicity. And I'm like, that's really great. I really, I was excited about it, but I'm also like, my landlord will not take publicity for rent. You know, like I do need to eat and I do want to sleep indoors right now. And college loans I need to pay. So, I just chose that. And at the time in the subscription industry, we were the first company doing this. Now, different ones have come on and have started following what we did. Is instead of going to an artist or going to a small business and saying, if you put your product in our boxes and you'll get publicity. We do pay them a fair price. We don't ask anyone to give us something for free so they get advertising or publicity. And because we understand how hard it is when you're starting a small business, when you are an artist. Like this quarter, the little art print is by the artist Charity Stewart. She's done a couple for us because I absolutely adore her. This summer box, we are working with Fair Dinkum Coffee, and that is going to be a continuation. That's going to be a permanent addition to all the boxes. They're out of Houston. So if you're a full suitcase subscriber, you'll now get coffee. And they were ones that COVID really hit them hard, but they're actually, this is what's really neat about them. They are a nonprofit coffee roaster. and they are actually a nonprofit, and all of their proceeds support actually children's charities in the Houston area.
Wow.
So that's really, really exciting to be working with them. The Ohio Tea Company, which is, and I've actually been asked this, like, why Ohio Tea Company? Because I don't have the knowledge to go to all of these tea farms and know who's organic, who's not, who's using fair labor practices and who's not.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of these are in, your tea growing regions, India, China, and, Africa, those Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn regions is where coffee and tea is grown. And there are some amazing farms, and that company has actually researched it all. So we know we're getting the tea from honest employers who treat their employees fair and who pay them fair living wages. And so they do all the research for us. They find the teas for us. I give them all of the quarters that we're doing, and they come back and we sample the different teas that they think's a good fit for that region, whether it's a tea that is drunk in that region or if it's not a huge tea drinking region, something that's evocative of it.
Yeah.
So, and they're a small mom and pop company. Literally, it started with Terry, who was a retiree. It was his dream to own a tea shop. And now his son-in-law is employed there, his wife, his daughter, and it has just grown. And, it has helped them through COVID. Every box ships out gives nutrition through a partnership with Vitamin Angels to 2 children for an entire year.
Wow.
And, not only around the world, but also in America as well. I didn't realize this. I was listening to NPR one day, and they were talking about how actually during COVID, because of a lot of the food banks being shut down and a lot of the meal programs in schools being shut down, how malnutrition was really becoming a problem here, even in, quote unquote, a rich America. And so to be partnering with a company like that, we're just so thankful for, knowing that kids now are going to have nutrition, and they're all over the world. So
That's awesome.
whatever region we're featuring is, we try to earmark it for that region. Go ahead.
Oh no, the teas from Ohio, they always made some such yummy blends. They were so delicious.
Yeah, he is phenomenal, and he has been into tea all of his life. It's actually, if you ever come to Ohio, you can go to a place called Lake Cable. That's where they're located. And you walk in this little tiny shop, and they probably have 600 teas on the wall. It smells so good. It's just so phenomenal to go into, and they're the nicest people in the world.
Seriously. And I'm excited about coffee too, because as a reviewer, we get a lot of teas. So when I love coffee too, and coffee, like, not all the boxes included. So when it's in the box, I'm like, yes, So
both subscribers this quarter, Egypt, are getting a coffee. It's not Fair Dinkum coffee. It's from a different coffee company. It's actually really neat. It's a take along with you.
Fun, yeah.
So it's really fun. And then starting next quarter, if you're a full suitcase subscriber, you'll get a coffee in every package. And if you are just a backpacker subscriber, you can add it on into your package.
Okay. Angel says, Lucia tells Cindy, hi neighbor, I'm from Michigan, currently in Florida. We'll be driving through Cleveland on Sunday, heading home. I will wave her.
Oh, I'll wave back. Thank you.
Hi, Leah. Hi, everyone. Haven't said hi. I know a lot of people have joined and I didn't say hi, but hi, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for joining us, for taking your Thursday evening.
Yeah. So how do you decide on each destination?
So there is multiple factors. We have an ongoing list, and sometimes it's places we really like or we want to read about or we've read a book. And then from there, we start looking at what books are available for the place en masse. Sometimes we have problems because we literally have bought out publishers before and we're like, oh no, we need to substitute a book in. So it's number one, it's either ideas from our team or from our subscribers of, hey, feature this place or feature that place. Then we start looking at the books that are available and reading those to see. And some of the books, people are like, well, why did you choose that book? There's about 8 of us who read them, and we try to hit destinations from all different perspectives. Not only from, maybe writers in the area, we do try to feature that voice if we can, but also people who are experiencing that region with fresh eyes.
Mm-hmm.
who maybe see things differently. And then we also like this, some people asked us about this, like this quarter fiction selection. We have two different books that feature Nefertiti, but they come at her from different angles. And I think it's like a great juxtaposition on looking at things from two different angles and seeing like, wow, this one, makes her look like this, and this one makes her look like this. How do I feel about her? So we try to include interesting things, interesting angles, and interesting pairings. And sometimes the books are more history. Sometimes they're, strict travel journeys. We just try to hit around all different aspects. And also sometimes we use older books. I was just talking to someone today, and I said, oh, you should read this book about Mexico. And they're like, well, that was published in the 70s. And I said, yeah, but it's really neat to see, what it was like then versus what is our experience now. How has it changed? How is it same? Would we have liked that experience better? Or do we like our experience better? So, there's so many different angles you can look at places and people. And so we try to include different lenses.
Priscilla is suggesting Hungary. She says has an incredible history and culture, but doesn't always get a lot of attention.
That's a great idea. That is a very great idea. Hungary is. We will write that down on our list.
Yeah, we should. I was gonna tell you, but maybe I'll tell you in private. But well, my followers know that I talk about sometimes about doing a one-time like special edition Argentinian box with some authors, and a lot of the authors that I'm thinking. Because I don't know, I would do some research obviously about some current authors, but a lot of the authors that I love, like I would include 2 or 3 books of my favorite authors that would be probably published in the 70s or 80s. But I feel like they're evergreen. There's some books that you can read, and like The Great Gatsby. I don't know, like books that you can always read, and like including things from Argentina and stuff like that. So, but it is a lot of work because I was looking on Amazon, not mass books. I will have to do research for that, but I'm like, wow, like if you buy 2 or 3 books at retail value, then you have to make the box super expensive. So obviously you have to find them in a bigger number or something like that. But like we were talking about that. So maybe you should do Argentina for me.
Well, we actually are doing next year we are doing a Danube one. So we're going to do that kind of section of Europe. So we're going to feature multiple countries.
Nice.
Definitely Argentina, beautiful. I'll have to look into that. And that's a big misnomer, because sometimes people are like, well, why didn't you include this book? A lot of books, even on Amazon, aren't available from publishers anymore. So, we can't always get a real, and that's really frustrating, especially if it's a book we love and we're like, oh, this book would be perfect. Oh, we can't get, it's not being published anymore on those. So there are kind of heartaches when choosing books too.
Yeah, I was looking on Amazon too. Like, I don't know if that's obviously it's not the end of everything, but some of the books that I love weren't available in English. So I don't know if they exist. Like maybe they never got translated. I don't know. So it was like, oh, we'll have to see. But yeah. And also like Argentina, Uruguay. I have one favorite author that is from Uruguay. And yeah, it's like we kind of like we feel like we're the same in a way. So different, same customs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Probably they wouldn't like that we say that. They'll be like, no, we're in our country. But yeah.
But there's a lot of similarities. You can see yourself there. Yeah. No.
So what are some destinations coming up? If you can give us a little sneaks.
Yeah. Well, next quarter we're in America. We've only done 2 American ones. So But we do have, like I said, we do have a lot of international subscribers who are like, do more about America.
Yeah.
So, we're actually going to one of my favorite places. Now, my family's all from Connecticut. So I'm a New England girl who lives in Cleveland. I know. I give my right arm for a good lobster boil, but whoopie pies. But we're going to be doing, and it's so summer, we're doing New England seaside. So
nice.
Montauk, Newport, obviously the Vineyard, and there are some great books. I mean, that's going to be a hard one to choose fiction or nonfiction from, because all of the books we're featuring, I fell in love with. So that's going to be the next one. And then winter this year, we're going to Ireland.
Oh, nice.
That was a big request. People are like, please do Ireland. And so we're doing Ireland for our last quarter this year. And then first quarter of next year, we're actually going to feature Peru.
Nice.
So that's going to be first quarter. And then we're going to do the Danube. And then third quarter of 2022 is up in the air. So don't please write me and say like you said it was going to be this.
No.
But I'm sorry. But we're really wanting to do like Thailand.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
Kind of area. So, but once again, we're still kind of sourcing the books on that.
That sounds super fun. Is Montauk in Connecticut, you said?
No, Montauk's on the seaside. I'm from my family's from Connecticut. No.
Okay.
But it is that kind of New England. I was just saying I love New England.
Oh, no, because I'm saying like to get in the mood, there's a show called The Affair and it takes place in Montauk.
Oh, really?
I want it's so funny because that show, I will tell you something, like I didn't want to watch it because it's called The Affair. I thought it was like, what would so it is about, a family, the husband cheats, but the show is so well done. And I'm in a Facebook group with fans of the show, and some people go to Montauk after watching the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're like,
actually on the vineyard.
So yeah, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, that's all connected in there. So
you should watch it. I think you will love it. And then they do the last season. They almost do like a future, like in 2050 or something like that, or more. And then they show what Montauk looks. It's the show is so good.
I see Gail says it's amazing too. I'll have to watch it. Is it on Netflix or Hulu or?
I think it's on Amazon Prime, and I think it might be on Hulu too.
Okay, we have Prime. We have all of. I mean, since COVID, we have all of streaming. Disney Plus, Hulu, Prime.
It is such a great show. At the beginning, I was like, I didn't want to watch it. I was like, I refuse to watch. And then I heard so many things, so many good things. Everyone's like, watch it. And seriously, like you miss it when it's over. They do such amazing character development. It's so good. So yeah, a lot of people love it, and they're like, "What do I watch after this? I don't know. I'm lost."
Well, that's how my if you do come to Peru with us, you will meet Sarah, who is kind of my cohort here. She was my good friend of mine, my bestie, and she now works at the Wordy Traveler, and she's kind of, we call her my girl Friday because she's amazing. But her and I, like, we'll talk to each other about shows like Ted Lasso and Poldark. Those were our two this year, but we'll binge them in like a week. And we're so bad at like not spacing them out. And then by Monday, we're like, we watched all 7 seasons. What do we watch now? We're really, really bad at it.
Yeah. Well, Ted Lasso, I heard really good things, but I don't have HBO Max. I was thinking about maybe canceling one of mine and trying HBO Max, because my sister also loved it. She's like, and there's The Undoing that I've heard really good things about on HBO. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So I want to like try it and like have a time to watch all of them in case. And there's also the Friends reunion. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I haven't seen it yet, but
there's a lot of good shows. There's so many. Like I have Netflix and Hulu are usually where I'm watching lately, but sometimes Prime. What did I watch?
I've been watching the show Grace and Frankie, or Frankie and Grace.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things too.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, Jane Fonda can do no wrong. But, I've really enjoyed it. It's really cute.
Have you watched Schitt's Creek?
Oh.
That was one show that when the description was not accurate, and it was a show that I was like, it really didn't like catch me, like, and then when I don't know why I decided, people were saying watch it, and then I watched it and it was like so funny. Sometimes their blurb is not really that catchy. Yeah. So yeah, you don't know, like, should I watch it?
Yeah, it's just like books, Sometimes you look at a book and you're like,
that's true.
And it's phenomenal. So I think that's one of the great things that subscription boxes do, is it really opens you up to maybe something you would normally have read or normally have looked at. And it can be really surprising. I mean, maybe you were right. You're like, I didn't like it, didn't think I would like it. But, maybe there's a surprise there. And I think that's a great analogy for life, is just being open to something. And maybe what you were right. You really didn't care for it. But you know what? Maybe you were surprised and you learned something new, or learned something new about yourself.
Yeah, well, like the genres that I used to read, you know, I don't know, when I was in college, I had a friend that loved, they call it police novels, thrillers, detective,
Mhm.
and she was like the only one in our class who loved that, and she always like, if she had to analyze something, she would bring it in, you know, thriller book and stuff like that, and we're like, oh, okay. And then when I started reading thrillers, now I love them, you know, and that's been a recent thing too. So we change and we go through phases too, and you never know when that phase is gonna start. So
Yeah, absolutely.
there's a book that might surprise you. So, and
Yeah.
what is the one of the things that you feature on your box is a charm.
Yes.
So how did that come to be?
So when we originally launched our box, we had 3 books, tea, and an art print, and that was it. That was the original launch. And everything else has kind of come over time. And a lot of it has been through subscriber suggestion. A lot of it has just been as we've been able to grow and our names gotten out, we've had a lot more opportunity to partner with people. But, you know, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, I have a little bracelet and it was, you know, everywhere I go in the world, I try to buy a little piece of jewelry. And I mean, it could just be a dollar bracelet from, you know, a flea market or, you know, something a street vendor is making. But I always try to find something. And, you know, I don't always wear the pieces because sometimes I get home, I'm like, what was I thinking buying that? You know,
Yeah.
but I keep them all. And when I open up my jewelry box, it's just kind of like an instant
Yeah.
remember of, oh, remember when we went there, remember when we went here. And so I was thinking about that one day and I'm like, well, how can we do that with our box? And I thought, oh, we could add a charm.
Yeah.
And so, and it's actually been really fun. I mean, the charms just started out as very literal, like, you know, Eiffel Tower, Paris, you know, double-decker bus, London. We haven't done London yet, but very literal. And now we've expanded it. Like with the Egypt one, you actually get a piece of lapis, which is a really beautiful charm. We're actually wearing them. I don't have mine on, but we're wearing them as necklace pendants because lapis obviously was a very sacred stone to ancient Egypt and featured a lot in their, you know, not only in the tombs, but in their hieroglyphics, and they even ground it up into like makeup. And so now it's been really fun to figure out what's going to be our charm.
Yeah.
So it's lapis in Egypt. I'll give you guys a head up. For New England, it's a beautiful silver whale's tail charm. Which for anybody who lives in New England, you know, you always see the whale's tail necklaces everybody wears. So.
I actually saved I have all of your charms because I want to buy a charm bracelet. And one time I thought I received one and I couldn't open it. It wasn't open. So like, oh, okay. So I still want to buy like I kind of want a Pandora or something, not Pandora, but something like that to put all them. But I have them all saved.
Yeah, we do have a charm bracelet now on the website that you can.
You do? Okay.
We started this quarter. We actually started selling swag. So we have T-shirts and mugs and patches and trading pins. And we do have it's sterling silver. It's made in Italy. It actually has the artisan made our logo of an elephant charm for it. So you get the charm bracelet and the elephant on it.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out because I need a place to put all the little charms in. I also love that ornament from Italy.
P-I-N-S. Sorry, accent.
Oh yeah, Monica loves pens.
Yeah. Yeah, like trading pins. And Priscilla, I'm really glad you like the lapis necklace. Yay! So.
Okay. Yeah, Priscilla said she got the fiction book, but she really wanted. She was looking into the Cleopatra nonfiction. That's such an Egypt is so interesting. One of I read a novel a long time ago, Virgins of Paradise, and it's a huge book, and it's about women in Egypt, like 3 generations, and what happens to women. You know how they have their castration and stuff like that. But it was very eye-opening. I think I was pretty young. I was like 13 or something. But it was so interesting, like the whole, you know, all the stories and the arranged marriages and all that, and how like 3 generations. One was modern, kind of like the 90s. So it was really, really amazing novel. So if you have time, that's a great multi-generational like novel.
Yeah.
And it kind of like showed me the modern, because I learned about Egypt through the Bible and stuff like that, and then in high school and all that. But that was kind of like a very cultural, like filled book.
It is. There's another one, the Jacobin building, which was a heavy consideration, and then we just decided we're just going to go with ancient Egypt. That one's also very eye-opening. But I'm going to read yours. I'm going to get it and read it.
And what books or what for fiction? I'm interested in to see what authors are you featuring for New England. Right? Sorry, I'm moving my camera.
So we are actually we're negotiating the final book, but we are actually going to have a new release in it. First time ever we've had a new release, and so if it comes through, we'll have that book. So that is really exciting, and I don't want to spoil it, but they're very good. And if you love beach reads, I'm a beach read nut.
Oh yeah.
I love to sit out. They are great beach reads, but they're all newer books. But one is actually new release. We just are in the final, making sure we can get enough copies of it because obviously all the bookstores and libraries want it as well. So
sounds amazing. Sounds like a good summer box.
It's going to be, and everyone, and these are so popular right now. We ordered them from the hat designer a year and a half ago. But everyone's going to get, but now I see them everywhere, which is those, they're packable straw.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But the top is, I don't know what you call them, a visor, but they're more than that because they go all the way around. It has this beautiful raffia bow in the back. I love those. I mean, my skin have a hat on in the summer.
Yeah.
And then Full Suit Chris subscribers will get the hat, and they'll also get this beautiful canvas blue and white stripe beach bag with a rope on it. So I'm like I said, I'm a New England girl, so I'm very excited about it. I mean, it's showing off my home. I love Cleveland. I love living here. I grew up here, actually. It was my grandparents who came in from Connecticut for work. He got a job here, but we do go back a lot, and that's where our family history is. So I love showing off Cleveland because it's very surprising how many cool things there are to do in Cleveland. But I also love showing off my family's home back there too. So it's taking people to your home.
Yeah. There's a subscription box that is all about New England. I think Noelle gets it.
Okay.
Can't remember. Yeah, because they mail products all from New England. It was beautiful. It's all very nautical too. At least one of the boxes. I can't remember the name. Let me check it. Touch of New England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's a subscription box. So it looked really good. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Beautiful things.
So many good things. So much good food up there.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That sounds really yummy. Let me see. Someone was asking, Kristen was asking how much the subscription is and how often.
We are seasonal, so it is one box every 3 months. So we'll go through the quarters. Winter quarter is January through March. Spring, which is what we're in right now, is April through June. Summer is July through September, and fall holiday is October through December. So those are the 4 things. And then when you order your first box, you will get it, we'll ship out within a week. And then from there, you can expect your next box on a 3-month cycle. The price ranges range. So as I said, we have multiple now, and this is really from subscribers asking, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? So you can 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 6 books, and then you can add on books. Like I talked about, we have the add-on kids book, or you can add on, let's say you want 3 fiction books, but you also want that Cleopatra, you can add on a book. It ranges full price anywhere between $49.99 all the way up to, I don't even know what the 6-book one is right now. I think it's like $150. Please don't.
So that's a new option, the 6-book run.
That's a brand new option. Literally, it launched 2 weeks ago. So I'm sorry I don't have the prices in front of me. I should have had this all written down. I should have been more organized.
Oh, it's okay. We'll put the website. And do you remember my code?
Yeah. So for anybody who's on here for the next 48 hours, for all you guys, we are going to have a code for 20% off, and it's laughing. Okay. So very easily, it's laughing. So.
Okay. Hi, Christy, and hi, Madeline. Yes, they do ship international, Madeline. They do ship to Canada.
Yes.
So thanks for coming, Madeline and
Bonjour,
Christy.
ça va, Madeline? Sorry.
Oh.
Get to use some of my
Oh yeah, please.
high school French. From over there, actually. I was able to actually study over there for a little while.
Oh yeah, where did you go to school? France?
I grew up in Ohio, but I was able to go over to England for a little while, and then also over to Paris for a little while.
Oh. Is that where you went in high school?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Phenomenal times.
Paris was, I always say this maybe, but when I was in college in Argentina, even before, I read a lot of Argentinian authors in the time of the dictatorship in the 50s and 60s and 70s. We had many. A lot of them went to Europe and Paris, especially writers and artists. So they wrote from there and they wrote about Paris. So I always read them. And of course, I had this idea of Paris in the 50s, which might be different than now. And I always said, like, I'm going to live there. I'm going to go there. That's where I'm going to live. So that was my kind of like plan A. I was going to do an exchange, a cultural exchange after college. And then I got my green card. So I actually thought, well, I can go to the US whenever I want. I don't have to go like right now. And they're like, no, you have 6 months or you lose the green card. So I was like, oh, okay. So my plans changed completely, which, I think it was meant to be. But I always had that place in my heart like, oh, I wanted to go to Paris. And some people say like, it's hard to live there. Maybe find that no one gets married, for example, and I wanted to get married, and stuff like they say, like maybe you wouldn't have been a great place for you. But
it's just like every culture, it's a bit different, and I always say this, like, I was talking to a friend the other day, and they're like, you don't realize that, in America we're used to big sprawling homes.
Yeah.
Yards, or if you're in an apartment in a city, a nice sized apartment, unless you're in New York.
Right.
But in Paris, you see little teeny tiny apartments in the city and everything. So it is different, but it's one. I mean, I have never gone somewhere where I haven't loved it, and I don't know if that's just my personality that I always just try to find. I always look to love something. My dad always said, he goes, if you don't find someone or something interesting, it's because you have a problem. You can always find something interesting about someone or someplace. But Paris is one of those places where I'm like, it's as good as you think it is.
Oh, really?
Places you're like, it's good. But if you have really high expectations, I don't know. But Paris is one where you're never disappointed. I'm sure everybody on here has been there and can.
Well, there was a show that I also binged, Emily in Paris.
I've heard good things.
Oh, yeah. It is a quirky kind of fun. A lot of people say, like, it's kind of like, I don't want to say racist because it's not racist, but they kind of make fun of some, Parisian costumes and stuff, but it shows the city a lot. So when you look at that, you're like, ooh, I want to go. And, they show the things that you think you're going to see, like people eating out and a lot of walking and those markets. So pretty. So, yeah, it kind of made me want to go, really, I want to go too, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Maybe for a second honeymoon, I'm going to have to tell my husband. That's where. Yeah, we went to Hawaii. I can't complain. We went to Oahu.
Oh, Hawaii's very nice. The smell. You replicate the smell of Hawaii when you get off that plane.
Yeah, it is so beautiful. It's paradise. But I'm in California, so I'm kind of spoiled because I landed here and it is beautiful weather and we have palm trees and we have the beach. So it is like a vacation spot too. So can't complain.
Oh,
yeah. So if anyone has any questions, let us know. So how many boxes? Oh, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
How many boxes? You said you started in 2017. So how many boxes have there been out? I'm trying to make.
Well, we do 4 a year. There were 4 in 2017, 18, 19, and 20. So 4, 8, 16, and then 2021.
Nice.
And we're in our second box in 2021. So that would be 18.
Yeah. What is one box that you remember like being in love with and being super proud of?
I'm not just talking with Egypt, actually. I really feel like we're kind of hitting our stride with all of the great suggestions that the community has given us and trying to implement as many as we can. We can't implement all of them. You guys have great suggestions, but Also, I'm just really proud that every piece, if you're a full suitcase subscriber, not only do you get the perfume bottle, everybody gets the perfume bottle, but you also get a hand-carved jewelry box, also from Egypt. And so I'm just really proud that all of the items in that box are from artisans in Egypt. And that's something we try to do, but we can't always do it in every box, just depending on the location. But I really enjoyed learning about those companies and being able to help them, especially in this time.
Yeah.
You know,
that must be a lot of work to research, each, like, I don't know, like you have a destination and then you want to feature things. I'm sure there's a lot of emails back and forth and conversations with artisans and stuff like that. That's a lot of work.
We start prepping a box about a year to a year and a half ahead of time.
Wow.
Putting out feelers to different artists, different companies, different businesses, because it's not just getting one item, but getting enough en masse to be able to fulfill everything. And then we've been in a growth spurt, so that's been kind of interesting because now we're calling everybody back and saying we need 1,000 more, because we try not to sell out. We try to actually have it go through the whole quarter. There's only been one quarter where we couldn't do it. We couldn't get the items in time, but we do try to now, prep them. Like we might be ordering from you multiple times as we see the numbers go up.
The Indonesia box had this beautiful kind of like cover up. It was really
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. See, you kind of in the moment, but yeah, that was a really beautiful, that silk cover up. That was beautiful.
So beautiful. Yeah, it was really pretty. I like that box too because it had like 3 books of the same series in the fiction. So it was really nice to kind of like have all of them, in case you want to read the next one. You might not finish them in the, like in the quarter, but you have them all. Priscilla says Egypt curation is perfect. I think you guys did great.
Thank you. That one had really good tea too, the Polynesian one. I remember that.
Yes.
And you could do it iced or hot. Next quarter, New England, it is going to be an iced tea.
Oh, yummy.
And it's actually my favorite iced tea. So if you don't like it, don't hurt my feelings. But I think it's some of the best iced tea.
Is the Ohio company still doing the tea?
The Ohio company, it's called the Neagly blend iced tea. And actually at our headquarters, we have an iced tea maker in the summertime. So we brew a pot of it every day in our offices.
I don't think they can do a bad blend from what I've fathomed. So yeah, I don't think anyone's. I love the idea of iced tea, but I always forget to make it. So I have to make it this summer because it's so refreshing. It's such a nice, if you don't put sugar or anything, it's a really nice calorie-free drink.
Yeah.
Because I love my soda, so that's the thing. But iced tea is like, for me, it would be such a good. I have to remember to make it, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I mean, what people don't realize, and the Ohio Tea is a very high quality tea company. You can go, if you really love the tea, they do sell online. So please visit ohiotea.com. Obviously, we're not making any profit by me plugging them, but that's what we want to do, is we want to help out other companies. We want to make sure that we grow, we're helping other companies grow and other families be employed. But I mean, their tea, they have some teas in there that are like $25, $30 an ounce. They're unbelievable teas. Is very high quality tea. And I actually sat down with him and he taught me all about tea. It's based on like what life cycle of the tea bush, like if it's a first pick, they call it a flush, or the second flush, and if it was low to the ground or high on the branch. And then full leaf tea, which is what they use, is obviously a higher quality than maybe something you would get at the grocery store or your local diner, which is actually kind of like the shavings of the tea. So there's so much to learn. It's really fascinating to learn.
Oh, if you ever do Japan, you could do like a tea ceremony kind of thing or something like that.
We did. That was actually our last box. And we had 2 Japanese teacups to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. I forgot. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something I forgot now about. Oh, do you sell them in your shop? Some like maybe past teas.
You can get a version of the Japanese box still on our website. If we don't do them all, but if we have the availability where we have extra of an item or we were able to get more in, we will do a version of a past box. And there is the Japanese box in there, and you will get the Japanese tea. It's Shinsha Fukushima, which is not from that area of Japan. It's just the name of it.
Yeah.
But phenomenal green tea. If you like a green tea, those are really, really phenomenal.
So, do you want to do the giveaway?
Oh yeah. So I've never done this before. So tell me what to do.
Okay, so I don't know if you have. We can do 1 to 100, and you think of a number and write it down. Because I usually let the guest pick, because sometimes I end up picking the same numbers. But yeah, whatever number, and then everyone will guess. Whoever gets closest without going over wins. So
okay, well, I got my pad and notepad here, so
I'll write it down the winner too. So you want to tell us what's the prize?
The prize is actually going to be an assorted box. So it's not going to be this box in case you're already a subscriber. It's going to be a specialty box that has some of my favorite books. It's going to have some tea and coffee and some special Wordy Traveler swag in it, a t-shirt and a mug, and it's going to be fun. So when you contact Lucia, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, Lucia, yeah.
Lucia, and give you the address for shipping. Also, let us know your shirt size.
Okay.
And they are fitted women's shirts. So if you don't like anything too tight, you may want to size up.
And is it open for US and Canada? I think we don't have. Yeah, okay. We don't have anyone from I don't think from what I see, anyone from other places right now. Okay, so you have the number?
I have the number.
You guys can start guessing. Yes, I know, it's exciting. I want to enter myself. So, yes. I know, this is fun.
Mary, Priscilla, Monica. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
I know. You have 1733.
Spay and neuter your pets. Sorry, that's from when I was a little kid. I'd go to my grandma's house when I was sick. You know, she always had The Price is Right is on, and then like as the world turns.
I have a friend who went there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember what she won, but yeah, I was like, I want to go too.
Oh, that's funny. Did she dress up? Don't they dress in zany costumes now?
I don't know. When she went, she it was like back in 2000, maybe 7 or 8. But
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it's one number each, Monica. So we'll go with your first number. What was your first number? Monica, 17. Yeah, one number. Wait, Kelly, guess again if you haven't yet, because you said the same number as Monica. I'll decide if it's 17.
My husband's funny. My husband's downstairs. He's also on a Zoom call downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hear him down there talking for work.
Is he still working in the medicine field?
Yeah, his background is as a neuroscientist, and now he actually works with a healthcare system, but they, East Coast, West Coast type time frame. So I hear him downstairs going over stuff. So it was really fun during lockdown when we were both working from home. We couldn't go into the warehouse, so we had to move operations to my home.
Oh wow, yeah.
Which was nuts. So he's working, I'm working, we're trying to pack boxes. It was we had people, wow. We kept everybody employed, but we only allowed like 2 people in the house because then we knew, thankfully nobody got COVID, and now we're all vaccinated. So we were trying to make sure to keep everything up and up with that. But it was a very interesting time.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. And he always works from home now, even before COVID?
No, he does go into an office building, but at night, his office building is actually about 50 minutes from our house.
Oh, nice.
So at night, he works a lot from home.
Oh, but why at night? It's so late.
Yeah. Well, because it's 5.
Well, yes. For me, it's 6:24.
6:24. So yeah, if you're on the West Coast, or sometimes they're talking to even Japan, or
Oh yeah.
or in Europe and stuff like that. So
That's one thing I was thinking about. Like a lot of the doctor's appointments are like over the phone and stuff like that, and then we're gonna have to start going, and it's gonna be like, why we can't do it over the phone? This time kind of showed us that we can do a lot from home.
yeah,
In a good and bad way. I need to check my phone, but because I'm afraid that some companies are gonna say, well, if you can work from home, let's just not have an office, and they save money on infrastructure. But at the same time, I think like as humans, we do need some of that.
yeah,
So it will be strange. It will be interesting to see what companies choose to do, if they're gonna still have people go, or if they're gonna say, if you can do it from home, let's do it from home.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's really interesting. There's a lot of great studies about women in the workforce right now, about how COVID has affected it, and it has allowed some women, to stay home with the children and still work, but a great deal have had to, have
Yeah.
decided to maybe reprioritize.
Yeah.
And so it's just a very, society is going to be changed, I believe, for years. I was just thinking back to it today. I think, sorry as I kibitz, so we can have everybody have time to enter their numbers in. But
Yes.
I was just thinking about today. It was last February. It was when we first heard the first rumblings of COVID, and my husband and I decided to watch the movie. Was it Contagion? It's the one with Gwyneth Paltrow, And I'm like, oh my gosh, did we jinx this? Like, is it all our fault? And I remember thinking, and I actually asked my husband, he's a neuroscientist, his background's in medical research, and I said, do you think that can happen?
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it, but I don't know what.
It's an old movie. I think it was in the 90s. We watched it on, like, Netflix.
With
Gwyneth Paltrow's in it. There's two, and I maybe I'm calling it Contagion, but I think it's actually a different movie. But it was about an outbreak. And it has Matt Damon in it. I believe it's Matt Damon.
Oh,
it's really good. And then you think back and you're like, oh my, how everything has just changed, and it's very
like when we had to put. I stayed home, but some families, especially I live in Orange County, which is one of the most expensive areas in the U.S. and it's a rich area, so a lot of families work. Both of them work. So when we had to keep the kids at home, families were like, I have to go to work when they still work, where they're going. So YMCA started opening still, like they opened to have kids go there because parents couldn't not go to work. But it's very challenging because if YMCA was closed for a little bit, and the parents are like, I have to miss work, but I can't because it's all like very, very crazy. So yeah.
It was a very interesting year. It's something that how we look back at different times in history and say, what was it? I love talking to my grandparents and being like, what was it like? And even my parents, I say, what was the 70s like, 60s like? What were things like? And I'm waiting for the day when our great grandkids come up to us and they're like, what was COVID like?
Yeah. Do you still have your grandparents?
I have one. I have one. I'm a 99-year-old grandmother.
Wow. Oh, I miss my grandparents so much, and I regret not sitting with them and talking more. Because my grandma, she passed away when I was 17. So, like teenage years, I feel like right after you start like appreciating more. And my grandfather too, like he was a very quiet guy, but I always regret and I started talking to him when I moved to the US and I went to visit. I always asked him things. But yeah, like it's weird because when we grow up, we start appreciating more, history, and sometimes they're not with us anymore. So it's sad. But wow, 99, she might make it to 100.
We'll see. Your birthday's in January, so
even during COVID. That's great.
It's been tougher on her. She was in an assisted living home, so it is. And I'm so sorry. I guess the movie came out in 2011. I was wrong.
I thought it was recent. I don't know why I thought it was more recent. That it was with the lady. I can't remember her name. Naomi Watts. I thought that was her, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm not good with stuff like that. I have to write everything down. I have lists all over the house. So if it's not written down in front of me,
Angel Ohio Tea Company is the name. Okay, so I think everyone guessed.
Yes. Is everybody ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Hi, Nancy. Okay, so let's see. You want to tell us the number?
Yes, drum roll. So I'm going to show it. It's 73.
Oh, did
Ooh, I
someone
think
say
I saw.
73?
I thought I saw 70.
2. We have 72.
72.
I think that's the closest without going over. If no one
Wow.
said 73, let me check just in case. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's 72. Ruby.
Congratulations.
Woo! Yay! Congrats, Ruby. If anyone knows otherwise, please let me know. Okay. Yay! Kate Winslet. Okay, it was Kate Winslet. Yeah, I got him confused.
Okay.
So,
Yay,
yay!
Ruby, congratulations. So, do they contact you with their name?
Yes, they can contact me or they can send you a DM. But just in case you don't see it, they can contact me and I'll send it to you.
So, Ruby, please send us your mailing address and what shirt size you would like.
So, you said you guys expanded to fiction. Now you expanded book options and now read along. So, where is the Wordy Traveler going in a few years? What do you guys see?
Well, we're going to try and build out the community more. I was actually working on the website today and community features. We are going to start doing book clubs.
Yay!
Yay. So we're going to start that doing Facebook Live. We're hopefully going to have that in the next couple of months. And we do really just want to kind of build out either the website we have now or a secondary website to include not only updates about literature and authors that we feature and interviews with them, but also travel tips and videos and just a lot of fun content. So we really want to provide more content than just the subscription box. So if you guys have any ideas on what content you would like to see featured, please let us know. Support at the Wordy Traveler is always a great way to reach out to us. And we're going to try and work on that.
Awesome. That sounds really good.
And then you have the trip, which once again, we don't profit from. It's just a fun time to get together as the community. And if you do have kids, kids can go on it. They actually have special educational guides on there just for kids. And they have special activities and art and food and stuff, just everything for them. So,
do you know the dates in August or do they have them?
Yes, we do have them. Let me bring it up here.
I'm asking because August is kind of weird month because it's still summer. So if it's at the beginning of August, I think it's good. But then the kids start school like.
It is the beginning of August. And, I'm so sorry, everyone. I should have had this right in front of me. It's August 4th through 11th.
Oh, yeah. That date is good. It's still summer here.
Yeah. And it is totally inclusive. Once you're down there, everything is paid for, including there is an in-country flight. Wow. It's completely paid for on a private plane. And all your hotel, all your meals, all your activities, everything. And even the tour guides, you don't have to tip. That's all covered as well. You can get more information on the Wordy Traveler. And if you want to know, we do actually have a contact at Disney. Her name is Sandy, and I have her email and phone number to contact. But a good friend of mine from Romania is coming with her 2 daughters. So we're so excited to catch up. So I'm like, you got to come because I want to see her daughters are like nieces to me. So
we should all go, guys.
What?
I was saying we should all go. Everyone who's here, we should all meet there. That would
be so fun. Oh, that would be so exciting.
Yeah, it is I don't know if it's gonna work for us. I'm gonna put it on my bucket list, but my husband's finishing school and then getting a job, so it's like kind of weird to get the time off when you're new in a job. So we'll see. But sometimes they kind of force you to take if you have to take the vacation, they tell you have to take it. So we'll see. It's not that long.
We've been there. I remember my husband with his background in healthcare. I remember graduating college and he was just graduating, with masters and moving on. And I'm like, oh gosh.
I know. It's like, I feel like I'm 37. I feel like I'm on base 1, with everything. Like, it's going to be like, wow. I know. But we do what we can, to create a, longer life too, because my husband was in a job where it was really, really stressful. So it was a really hard decision, but we're like, yeah, we don't want you in this situation forever. Like you might not live, you might not live long. So yeah, so better quality of, family time as well and stuff like that. So yes, thank you so much for coming. I know it's late there, so I don't want to keep you too long.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for talking to me, letting me be on your call. I really
Yes.
appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate it too so much. It's so nice getting to know you. I don't think I've ever seen your face before. It's so funny.
I hate pictures of myself,
Oh,
so that's why I became a photographer, so I could be behind the camera.
that's funny.
I go
Yeah.
hiding when people get out cameras. And thank you everyone for being on the call, and if for those of you who are part of the Wordy Traveler community, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We really do. And we are so thankful for you. We get to do something we absolutely love, and it's because of you. And if you're not part of the Wordy community, check us out. I know not every subscription box is for everyone, but if you're interested, there's the code laughing for 20% off. And if you guys have any thoughts, ideas, questions, please never reach out to us. We're here for you.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
So thank you guys.
Thank you. Hope we're having a good night and you can relax. I know it's late, so I don't want to keep it.
Thank you. So, good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, my background is going crazy. How's everyone? Sorry I was late today. Hi, Sylvia. Let me say hello to everyone because I don't think I did say. We have Christy from Georgia Sunshine here. Thank you for joining. Ian, I think I did say I did say hi, but I think I said hi to everyone. Priscilla, Gail, thanks for joining, guys. Yay! I'm having my matcha latte today, even though I should not because I'm doing keto. But yeah, she was. Kelly, it's so funny. Like when we don't see people, or like we don't see their faces when we interact with them sometimes, like even as influencers or whatever, like we don't know, and then I get to know them too a lot in doing these lives because we do DMs or emails and it's all very kind of like business like sometimes, so it's fun to get to know them. And it looks like they're a big company because she was saying they have 8 people working, so they've been in 2000 since 2017, so I think it's kind of like green goo. I know. I feel like this is coming off as usual. What you call it? Ooh, Vietnamese iced coffee. So how did you make it? You're very good. You need to come on here and give us a class on drinks, Priscilla, because I think you always say like really interesting drinks. So yeah, how's everyone doing? And today I actually had double booked by accident. I was like sweating balls this week because I was like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? And so I had Masterpiece Box booked and also Cindy. So I talked to either one and said, does it work to do another day? And it did. So Masterpiece is coming on the 15th, I think. I can't remember. And Christy will be live, which I didn't say that before. I think I did give a spoiler, but yeah, like Christy's coming one of the days in July. Can't remember now. Ooh, what is the name? There's Vietnamese coffee that is so yummy. What's the name? They used to sell it at Costco concentrated. Tell me the name. They have a place where it's kind of like Vietnamese and they sell donuts here, but they also have that Vietnamese coffee. You have no respect for caffeine? How dare you? We need it. I need it. You know what I started doing? I started drinking black coffee. Oh, yes, iced matcha latte. So it's so yummy. Yes, condensed milk. I know, but caffeine is needed. Maybe at a certain you have kids, Priscilla. Like sometimes it's needed at a certain stage of your life. You can't survive. But oh, you drink coffee at night? Oh, that's why. I thought you meant like you didn't like it. That's why you had no respect. Wow, what am I thinking? You just said you were drinking Vietnamese coffee. And you can sleep after? I know someone that drinks 2 cups of coffee and then 2 bottles, like 2 like little bottles of water before going to bed, and she passes out, even though she has like full caffeine coffee. It's funny, like I feel like it doesn't affect me that much when in the morning. It takes me a long time to wake up, but then at night, if I have like coffee or something, like I don't know, this green tea might actually make me pay for it. Even Coke sometimes I'm like I'm like awake late. So I have to, sometimes I take, either some CBD oil or something if I had too much Coke, because then my legs start shaking too. I know I'm too old to drink it later, Kelly, but I can drink it iced. But if I drink it hot, it makes me go, even in the morning, to be honest, like TMI. But the morning coffee also makes me go. But if I take it and I feel like kind of sick, if I take it after 3 p.m. or after lunch, if it's hot, I feel sick, like not in a good way. But I could drink iced coffee. And my parents loved coffee like after lunch, and then they love coffee in the tea time. I'm like, no, I can't. I mean, they're old too, but I don't know if you guys have seen my FitFun unboxing, but I was thinking about showing you a couple things that I got. Did you guys get FitFun? This is, look how cute the filler paper has polka dots. I thought it was really cute. But if you didn't, please watch my video later. So one of the things, I'm not going to go through category because it's too long, but I got a selfie light. Thank you, Nancy. Oh, espresso can put me to sleep. That's crazy. We can drink coffee all day long. I have, one of the bundles was a Spongelet. This, I think I got this to send to Noel because I do have one. I used to have, I might have thrown it away because it got dirty, but this was given to me by a therapist for the kids to practice fine motors. So, ooh. Oh, okay. The public fun. Oh, crazy. I think that if I'm tired, maybe I will, like in the morning, like I'm telling you, I drink coffee and it doesn't really do that much. And now I have a little file for my feet, which I'm excited to try, but it feels really weird. So, the instructions. Okay. Okay. It says use on Dumpy. I stopped drinking because you know how I'm trying to do keto, which I didn't do keto today. Just to say, like I did a keto lunch, and then that's it. But in coffee with no creamer. My creamer had like 5 grams of carbs per 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon, something like that. So I did the math, and I was pretty much taking 20 grams of carbs in the creamer only. And you're supposed to have 25 to 30 on keto. So I was like, that's why I'm not losing weight, baby. Despite the fact that sometimes I cheat. So I stopped and I tried a keto creamer and it was disgusting. So I'm just drinking black coffee. And because I'm drinking black, I'm not drinking as much because I don't enjoy it as much. So I don't know, you guys. I have a phone, like I called my insurance and they said I have like a very cheap insurance, like state insurance right now. And they said, well, I asked for a referral to a nutritionist or dietitian, and they called me back. And they said, we have a Caloptima nutrition services. So we offer nutrition education, but we don't do any meal plans or anything. So then I called them back and I left a message and I said, will you later, like, okay, we're going to do nutrition education, but then are you going to refer me to a like nutritionist or dietitian? Because they did refer me before. I used to go in person. So I don't know. And then she sent me, like she left a voicemail and she said, no, we don't do any meal plans, but she didn't address the fact. So maybe it's like a first step. We'll see. We'll see. I follow this girl on YouTube and she, the starter books are good. So, okay, this is the Way Detox Shampoo with the scalp massager, which I'm very excited about because, it feels good. And also I feel like it's good for thick hair to wash and get all the oils out. Because sometimes I wash my hair my hair once a week, but sometimes I feel like that one time it didn't really clean it. So the next day I do another wash. Then I got the PMD Clean in Mint. Annual subscribers get to customize the whole box now. Then I got a Dewy Finish Fresh Watermelon Setting Spray by Ciate. What do you guys think about the new cost box changes? It's called All True. And I don't know. They have a flag. That's what it looks like. Something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let's get serious. I was thinking about on the days that there's a guest here and the guest is doing a giveaway. I might not do a giveaway myself to save a little bit on shipping because it's adding too much. Or I could do a book giveaway, which shipping is a little cheaper. So let me know what you guys think. If the guest is not doing a giveaway, for whatever reason, then I'll do mine. So maybe I can do one every 2 weeks or once a month, a big box. So what do you guys think? Yeah, Priscilla, it's funny, like I used to in Argentina, like our coffee, we drink milk and sugar, and that's the thing. And we get used to it. And now here, like unless it's full milk, like full fat milk, I don't like anything else. And even milk and sugar, I think now I wouldn't like it as much. Well, my parents use milk and sweetener. Um, and I've tried different creamers. I like I think it's Nestle, the one that is very popular. I can't remember now. The Nestle, I think it's a Nestle brand, but it's coconut cream flavor. So yummy. So, hi Laura. So yes, they have a flag, but I don't know if the flag is gonna be. People were like, "Oh, they're becoming a little cultish." I don't know. Thank you, Jesse. I know it was like it's adding up a lot. I'm like, if we're already having a giveaway, then I think it's okay. If there's not, I want you to have like a little prize for being here in a way. And then we have a Recall Curl Activator. This was the only thing in that category that I was actually interested in. Some categories were kind of lame. It's funny how they do that. I feel like sometimes they do one category that is really good and people are gonna get add-ons, so they make extra money. So the category that had the Corksicle wine tumbler, which I feel like I have so many, sunscreen, and a dry shampoo. Oh, and then a pouch, a poolside water resistant pouch, a bubble bar. It's like beads to build your own bracelet, blue light glasses, and a face moisturizer. So I got the curl activator. So when I go curly, I can use this. And then what else do I have? That's everything. So yeah, I'll show you again. So let me show you categories. This is for category 1. It's a very pretty color. I might keep it. So I don't know. You guys use the PMD Clean? Let me know. Because I feel like I had one and I ended up selling it. And I didn't use it enough to know that, like if it made a difference or not. But that's the thing. I just need to use it every day, maybe. Do you guys use this? See a difference? Wrinkles and stuff like that? I mean, then what is, okay, this was the second category. They had a nightie, a jewelry case, some resistance bands. They had the Ray Dunn salsa and wok containers, and those were very tempting because they're super cute. But I didn't know if I was really gonna, use them. A Bluetooth speaker, a Tarte hydrating moisturizer, and then a cooler bag that also kind of regret not getting because I think I might use it this summer. But hi, Vanessa. You got your first B&D? Okay, let me know, Kelly. I want to know what you think. Because I don't know if I want to sell it, or I chose that one, to be honest, because I thought it was the highest retail value. And then if I wanted to resell it, you know what's weird though? The booklet now, it doesn't include the retail values of each product. And I went on not on the website, but I went on the Instagram and they're not putting it either. I wonder if that's intentional, but they should, no? Oh, if you have breakouts, I wonder if this would help with cleansing if you wear something non-oily. Yeah, I don't know, but they used to, Kelly. I think they used to include the retail prices. And maybe when you choose, they do, no? When we went there, I don't know if I took screenshots. And I was too lazy to do the research for the video. I'm so sorry. But I started doing the research and I was like, that is so many. There's so many categories and stuff that it will take me forever. I'll never put it up. So, yes, I should have taken screenshots for the video. But I was like, no, it's going to take me a long time. I just... And then customization 5 that I chose I'm sorry if I'm boring you because a lot of you guys. Oh, that's good, Jesse. That was smart. We had some liquid lipsticks, a after sun gel, purifying cleanser, a hydration mask. Oh, I actually got, I don't know where I put it. I think I put it away. I got the melanin printed tray. That one as an add-on. I think it was $5 or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's because people complain that sometimes the retail values within one category are very different. So people are like, I like this, but I don't want to, I'm getting less value because I'm choosing a $20 value versus, I don't know. And then the customization 6 was a lot of bundles and then other goodies. But I won't go into it. You guys can watch my video. Ha! And I got this. I think I got this. I'm thinking of Noelle. I don't know if she'll want it, but if not, I thought it was cute for my kids, but we already had one. And oh wait, I forgot. I got a setting spray, and she got hers. I know, right? Vanessa, me too. I feel like it's because we have more power to choose. I don't know what it is. Yeah, customization 4 had a gold oil, this setting spray, a sensual facial serum, and 2 like books, activity goods with games, puzzles, and stuff. And some people chose that. Katrina chose that. I'm like, okay. But it's nice that they, they include things that people might choose. I'm like, and I think because the thing, Kelly, is also like it's a good value for what you get. It's one of the cheapest subscriptions because it's so big and they can do that. So yeah, that's the thing. But you do get, I mean, even if you don't keep everything, they're good. They're good like gifts, So yeah, that was everything in my box. And then there were a sheet of stickers, but I have it right there. I don't want to get it. I got in the intro cost box, I got this Blendjet, and I don't like the color. Guys, my back is killing me. I need to like go down a little bit. Sorry. So they have so many colors. I mean, this is a yellow. The only thing is, I don't know if I wanted to put the Revive Superfood smoothies, but they're pretty big. So I don't even know if it's going to fit in this little, it's 8 ounces or 12 ounces. So I'm like, I don't know if I should keep it. I mean, there's people interested to swap. I wanted to swap colors with someone, but I just don't know if my Revive Superfoods are going to fit there. So we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. I should ask them if how many ounces is the smoothie. So I've never gotten a mystery bundle. Do they go like in between, right? I know how many guys get them. Are they good? Are they worth it? Maybe I'll get one if I get any credit or something. I think I had some credit a couple times, maybe last season, that I got those socks or whatever. I sold in the Costbox box. I got the feed tote that was striped, and I sold that one. I love the feed tote. Oh my God, wait a second. I'm not charging. Maybe now I am. Give me one moment. I think am I charging now? Okay, I'm back. My phone wasn't actually plugged in, so I was running out of batteries. Maybe that's why you guys were losing. Sorry. Yes, the yellow one's okay. I mean, they just had teal and purple and pink, and I'm like, I love that kind of things. I mean, yellow's fine. I love the feed tote. I haven't used it yet, but I feel like it's super cute. And I put some pins on it, like pins that I get from boxes. And then there was the face toner by Skin & Co. Roma in a 12 bottle in magnetite, it's called. So that was everything in the intro box. So yeah, and I think I got it free because I was gonna upgrade to annual, and I kind of saw like the new. I got the blue one. So the tote was the striped one in this intro box, but in the seasonal box, I got the blue, like not the really deep teal one. It's so beautiful. I love it. And I put all my pins. I'll show you next time because it's hanging over there. But really, Vanessa, it's so funny. Katrina got it and she's like, I got this sunscreen because I feel like my skin is super light and I need it. And I was like, oh, I don't think I would have picked up sunscreen and lost something. just because I feel like we can go and buy it. But yeah, because sometimes I'm losing my eyebrows. Noelle's not here today. She's super busy with work. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my eyebrows. It's getting late. I did my makeup really early today, so I was ready. You do? I might try it. I think I had it like a truffle mist one time from this company that I got in a starter box actually. So anyway, when I went, sorry, I went to upgrade to annual and cost box for Ultra. I saw the promotion that if you subscribe, you can get the intro box for free. So I canceled. Did I cancel? Yeah, I'll have to check that. Eyebrows. Oh my gosh, see, I'm tired. Eyelashes. um, so I canceled mine and I subscribe to the new one annually, so now I get to choose more things. And now they're saying they also will have the kind of add-ons or like Choice Plus, where you will be able to add a couple more, options. I think seasonal subscribers now get to choose more, right? Am I wrong? And annual subscribers get to choose all of it, or am I confusing the two? I know. I'm tired, you guys. But I'm not saying that because I want to leave. No, it's just the way it is. But school's over, so now we don't have to wake up that early. Woohoo! Yeah. So now we can sleep in a little bit as long as my kids allow me to. Noelle's going on a Disney trip. Disney trip. I didn't know that. What? How does Noelle? I don't know how Noelle gets. Well, not Noelle because she works from home, but her husband. How does he get so much time off? I asked her actually. She said, like, yeah, he gets a time. He has so much time accumulated that they actually have to force him to take the time off. What? I don't know. I'm gonna ask her. Yeah, I'm so jealous. I'm like, usually subscribers get to choose everything. I mean, obviously, I love my kids, and I wanted to have kids desperately. Wanted to have kids. Like I was crying every day. But sometimes I'm like, man, it would be so nice to be me and my husband and be able to travel wherever we want. But different times. So speaking of Disney, I'm gonna get a box from a Disney subscription box. It was Walt Life, and now they're doing a rebranding, and they're gonna send me a box. And I'm also gonna get a box from my Christmas crate for Christmas in July, which is super fun. Because I love my Christmas crate. I wish they'd be able to send it to me every month because it's kind of like everlasting autumn, but is like with Christmas. Well, I love it. I love fall and I love Christmas. So those two boxes would be so fun. But I am also getting another box similar to the Christmas crate. I can't remember the name. Holiday. No, there's one that I'm getting that is called Holiday something. And that is all based on holidays. Bye, Jesse. Thank you so much for joining. And another one that is kind of Christmassy. Can't remember the name now. Gosh. Or is it the same one? I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, those are fun boxes that I'll be getting. And what else? I'm trying to think. Bye, Jesse. So yeah, thanks so much for coming. We had a really good number. I feel like it's 2022 people. It's getting there, where it's like very stable in that number. It goes up and down, but it's good. So, Nancy, did you get my box or did it go out? No, it went out today, Nancy. Went out today. No. Who did I send it to? No, I sent it yesterday. Yeah, I know, right, Kelly? I'm trying to think about the name. It's not Holiday, but maybe it is. Maybe it's that one. I'm confusing it. I thought I had two. I thought I was doing two new boxes. Holiday Haul Box. That one is unique subscription box service for holiday lovers. So it's all curated on trend with holidays. So, and the other one, I don't know if I'm just maybe confused, or maybe I haven't talked to them yet. It's okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. So. But yeah, I'm always trying to find new boxes to feature and bring. There's still a lot of boxes. Oh, thank you, Angel. I'm running. My husband today, I went to the pharmacy and Starbucks, and I was like, I'm running late. I'm running late. And he's like, well, then cancel. Sometimes live streamers have to cancel. I'm like, no. First of all, I have a guest waiting, and also I have everyone waiting. I can't just cancel. Okay, people expect me to be there. So no, I didn't want to leave. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, it was so funny because I told you guys he does the D&D thing." Bye, Vanessa. Have a good night. I know it's late in the East Coast. I wanted to start early today, and I forgot because I was like, "Oh, maybe it wouldn't be bad if I go like live at 4:30, so then people in the East Coast can have a little bit more time." And then today he's like, "So at 7, I probably will have to leave." That's the thing, because he's like, "Oh, he also watches a show." You guys, he watches a show of people playing D&D. And he said that last time he's like, "Oh, it's the grand finale. It's forever, like the forever finale." And I'm like, okay, whatever. I think last Thursday he kind of like rushed me a little bit because he starts getting a little crazy with the kids. That's the thing. It's also like bedtimes when the kids get fussy. And then it's like the grand finale, so I'm gonna watch it. Okay, whatever. And then yesterday he's like, "Oh no, actually tomorrow is the grand finale." I'm like, okay, and it's gonna go for 7 hours. What? I'm like, no way. Critical Role? Yeah, it might be. Is it like the people? Is it like there's a girl named Laura and she had a baby? She was married to one of the guys, and then the MD married the redhead girl. Yes, I know, and that's what I told him, Kelly. I was like, oh, bye, Vanessa. Thank you. Oh yes, she's coming on the 24th or 25th. So yeah, feel free to share the word, spread the word. I just got Madeline's number 22. Is that how late it came? And also, you guys spread the word that Jess is coming. The goal is also to have some of her peeps, get to know me and come to my playground. So yeah, I was like, you're gonna go for 7 hours and you come here like to make me cut my life. No, no, this is my D&D. I was like, no, that's unfair. That's so unfair. And he wanted me once upon a time. He wanted to do streaming himself, and me and my mom went and bought him like something to put behind him to do a green screen. He bought a microphone, a good camera, and then we kept having discussions about. He was in school, and then he said, "Well, but if I do it, I have to do like 6 to 8 hours a day." And I was like, "No way, you're gonna play video games 6 to 8 hours a day. I don't care if." No, no. Where are you guys getting numbers? Maybe they missed the part that I wasn't gonna do a giveaway today. I could do a giveaway for a book. I do have a little books. But anyway, yeah. So he wanted to stream 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm like, no, Brandon. Because now my sister-in-law does it, and she's making a living. Actually, they're making money. With her husband, and her husband is able to do that because he left his job. He is, investing money. He does his own business thing, so he's able to stay home, and he helps her with all the streaming thing, and she's making money, which is awesome. Like I'm super happy for them because they were putting 6 to 8 hours a day. But when you're not in a situation where you can actually invest, like if we're between, if we had a trust fund, or we are between jobs and we have money or whatever, I would tell my husband, sure, do it. But he was in school and he had quit his job. We were living on our savings. I'm like, no, this is not the time to try a new business right now. And he thinks he would have been good because he was in a tournament and people were telling him, like, you're a good gamer. And then he said, like, you have to help me. You have to be next to me and show you Cleveland. And then, like, maybe he's like, oh, maybe you should stream. You should be the streamer and I'll help you, And I'm like, you wanted me to. So every time he gives me a hard time about the live or the videos, I'm like, you wanted me to stream. And I would have streamed every day, all day. Okay. So anyway, I thought about sometimes I thought about going on Twitch and doing some either live video, like unboxing boxes, but I don't know if you can put a video there or it has to be live. I don't know if there's a niche for subscription boxes there, but I feel like actually Twitch pays better than YouTube. Hint, hint. So yeah. But yeah, YouTube's doesn't pay. Everyone's saying that YouTube's like really not like they don't make, people that make money is usually through like kind of brand deals, like sponsor videos and stuff like that. Not actually, and you have to make like a lot of views to make some money on YouTube. But Twitch is like people can pay a membership or something like that, and then when you make partner, you make more money and stuff. So that's how my sister-in-law is making more money. But I don't like video games, so. But yeah, it's Critical. I think it's Critical Role. That sounds familiar. I could ask him, but. Yes. Oh my gosh, Heather, that's what my husband was telling me the other day. He's like, oh, we were cracking up. We're like, yes, women are getting into in yeah. And I said, okay, let's do it. Yes, they're getting into it. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. So, do you know, Priscilla, about Critical Role? Good night, Kelly. That feels good. That must feel good. I might have to go too because he sent me a message saying, I need to reset the internet. No, you're not going to reset the internet right now. Anyway. Good night, Kelly. Thanks for coming. So, yeah, I think. Do you watch it? Priscilla, how do you know about it? It's so funny. So what was the Egypt book? Oh, Virgins of Paradise. Let me check it out really quick to make sure. Yeah, it was a really good book. But it's not triggering because that's like a word that we're using a lot now. But it is, it's intense. Because they talk they describe women castration and stuff like that, Nice. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's by Barbara Wood, I think. Okay, yeah. 1993. It was really good. I wanted to get into D&D, but I don't have a group to play with. Oh, it's famous. Yeah, I guess they're doing the grand finale. It's gonna run for 7 hours. I'm like, and it's pre-recorded, so I told my husband, well, you can watch it anytime. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna keep going in like I don't know if this finale they're gonna keep going or not. But yeah, they had some famous people. They had the guy that plays the king on The Walking Dead, Ezekiel. They had the husband of Sofia Vergara. Can't remember his name. Thank you, Ruby. I'll check it out and I'll send it. And they had other people that like I've seen on TV too. So and then there was a couple that was already there and they had a baby. And then the MD and the one of the girls got married and stuff like that. So it was fun to see, like he tells me, my husband, I don't watch it, but to see like the development of the people. But thank you, Ruby. Thanks so much for coming, guys. Maybe we should wrap it up a little bit. I'm getting so tired. I don't know. Like my brain is on another level of stupidity. Seriously, because do you guys watch The Bold Type? The Bold Type. I'm so mad at that TV show in a little bit. And they confirmed a second season of Sanditon. I don't know if we were talking about how mad it made me. Well, the actor is not gonna be in the season. So good night, Deb. Yeah, The Affair is good. I don't tell too many people. Like I don't tell my that I watch a show called The Affair, but it's really good. It will make you upset. It will make you mad at the guy, but then the guy kind of tries to redeem himself throughout the whole series, and it's almost like I don't want to spoil it, but it's a really, really good character development, and all the characters really are just so fascinating. Like I feel like they're very interesting. And yeah. So yes, and the thing is like the first few episodes are so boring to me. At least they were like, ugh. And then when finally something good starts picking up, the end made me upset. But it's okay. You know, things happen. I'm looking forward to the second season of Bridgerton. That'll be fun. They confirmed that who makes the dad, who plays the dad, and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. What other shows? I'm watching Cruel Summer. That's a good one. It's a kind of slow burn, but it's every week, so um, it's interesting, pretty fun. And what else? Big Sky. It's okay. It's kind of gotten Sanditon. You try to watch twice. Angel, you're amazing. You're watching on your car. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I mean, honestly, like if I think sometimes about not filming anymore because I feel like it's not paying enough, I'll probably still keep the lives. Maybe I'll go live more than once a week since I'm not doing videos. I filmed a ton of videos Tuesday, so today I had only one box and to film, so I didn't film like I filmed on Tuesday again. No, Priscilla. Oh, I read second, third, fourth. So I read Anthony's, Benedict, Colin, Eloise. So 4. I skipped Francesca for some reason because I really wanted to see Eloise's story, but it wasn't that good. But you know, after reading all of them, you know, in reading all of them in a row, you feel like it's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, Sanditon was slow. Was slow. The one show I didn't finish, and I think I want to see if I can finish it is, sorry, Downton Abbey. I haven't finished it. I don't know why I started getting like, yeah, like I think I talked about this last time, right? How Mary had all the boys and Edith, and you guys told me that it got better for you. Sorry, wow, I'm that old lady that tells the story 5 times. Jeez. I'm trying, like, I'm still sleeping next to Walter, and Walter wakes up sometimes, like, and stirs at night and wakes up crying, and that wakes me up a lot. And then sometimes Westy wakes up and he's like, I'm not want to be with you. No, I know. You know what? Watch it while you're doing something. That's how I went through. Like, I usually do some, I don't know, like I go to my Instagram or, you know, do some stuff on the phone. And like, I don't know, if you do something else, like watch it while you're doing something so you kind of get through those first episodes. And then, like, but yeah, it's not like amazing. It's not like, let's see, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time of a period series. Like Downton Abbey, for example. I don't know, but it's something that is more. And I don't want to say Bridgerton because that's pretty new. Like we had things before Bridgerton. I can't think of any. And even before Downton Abbey, what was it? I don't know. But it's not like super gripping, you know. So I think that they're better shows. I mean, if you haven't watched The White Princess or The Red Princess, The White Queen, those are really good too. The Red Princess is so good. The Spanish Princess, I'm sorry. Spanish Princess. Yeah, exactly. Like do something like that because sometimes like some shows, you know, don't require you to have like full attention. And some other ones I feel like I have to if I want to enjoy it more because we're watching Startup with my husband and I kind of like some nights I'm like, are you gonna watch an episode with me tonight? Because I really want to see what happens. And I don't want to watch it without him because I say sometimes, well, I'm gonna watch it by myself. And he's like, no. But that was a good one. That's a good one. I don't know. We're on season 3 and it ends on season 3, and I don't know what we're gonna do after. And I've been watching. I don't know if you guys know this. If you've seen it on your Netflix, but I've been watching the Luis Miguel series, and Luis Miguel is like a Mexican singer. He's amazing. His voice is so beautiful. I didn't know a lot about him. And this is kind of like supervised. This series is supervised by him. So a lot of the things he had to approve or not. But he's an amazing. He's super famous in Argentina and all Latin America and Europe. He actually did a duet with Frank Sinatra, and so they're talking about their series, and it's really interesting. It's like it's a fun TV show. So if you're looking for something, it's in Spanish. No, yeah, it's in Spanish, but they have subtitles, so it's fun. it's a fun show. I haven't been bored yet, and I'm like on season 2 or 3, so that's a good one. I'm watching second season of Who Killed Sarah. I don't know, a little far fetched, but but I've heard really good things about Innocent. And what else? I haven't watched. Yeah, I don't know, you guys, but yeah, I know. So I was trying to look up for my post. I don't know if I wrote it down, but I think I have it on my community thing. Who's coming? And I'm gonna have a new box. I think tomorrow or the next day on the channel as an unboxing. A couple of new boxes. We've been having new ones today on my Instagram. I did all new boxes on my Instagram. And let's see, where is my community tab? I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of who's coming. So we're gonna have a mega unboxing soon. Special edition subscription box. I did a video with my favorite lifestyle subscription boxes. We're gonna have a new jewelry subscription box, a new cooking box, a new clothing shop experience book. Sorry, and then let's see. Next Thursday we're gonna have looks joy and comfort box. They're more like a gift box. Hugs and mugs just from Goldie Boxed. Be relaxed. And then the surprise on July 15th was Christy from Georgia Sunshine. So that's who's coming. I love that she made an appearance when she was like trying to check out, is it worth my time? I'm just kidding. Is it worth my time? She's like a tiny YouTuber. So yeah. But it's fun. I'm so fun. I'm honored that she's considering it because I know she has like, more they're not getting any, like I'm not paying them. So eventually hopefully I'll be able to pay bigger people to come. But I don't know if I should finish this tea because it's gonna keep me awake. But sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna say bye for now. I want to say forever, you guys. I do. Yeah. But it's late for some of you, and it's late, super late for some of you, and a little less late for me. So, oh, and Priscilla, I finished Dial A for Aunties. Sorry, I finished it. You know how faster I read on my phone? It's crazy. Like when I have to pick up a book lately, like it would take me forever. But if I have it on my phone, I could finish it because once I turn off the light, I can still read. So I read and read and read and read more. So I finished it. It was good. And now I want to read. I start reading Malibu Rising, which I've been really looking forward to it. So yes, I'll let you know if anyone wants to buddy read. Let me know. But I just started it, so get it now. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure, and I really, really appreciate you guys being here, being my friends. So I did get your message, Ruby. So I'll send it to Cindy. Cindy? Yes. Wow. Don't get offended if I forget your name. It's not you. It's like my brain. Bye guys. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. Yay. I know I ordered some things and they came flat rate boxes and stuff like that because I go through the same thing when I'm like, I want to send this and I don't have the boxes. So bye guys. See you next Thursday. Thank you, Mary. Did you get your box too, Mary? I think I sent it. Yeah, I think you told me that. So I'll see you guys. Bye. Bye, Sylvia. I don't know if I said hi before because we were talking, but hi and bye. Good night. I'm strong. I want to see Who's last? Ooh. Mm. Hi guys.